If you are a centrist and you want to attack the left in good faith, I'm going to teach you how to critique the left in good faith. So, if you're going to attack the left, attack wokeness and education, if you want to prove your good faith, you need to have a goal as a centrist, not to use this stuff to basically, these terms, to basically attack the left, to bring the left down. Instead, you should be doing it to actually bring the left up, to make the left better. Because the problem that people make, is the mistake that people make, is they don't really, attack the left in the way of making it better, right? Because the rhetoric that you should be using if you're a true centrist, you should be saying, we aren't enemies of the left. In fact, we are the greatest allies to the left, because the reason why we critique them mostly is because we want to make the left better. Because we want to help the left to fix their flaws. So, ultimately, that should be the goal when you critique certain things. You should critique it to want to make it better, to help them fix their flaws, so that, for instance, like if you help the left become even less corrupt, then you basically are, helping stop corruption and, preventing, and your goal should be to make sure that you critique the left, make sure that they don't forget their liberal values and their liberal ideals. And, it's like when it comes to education, instead of jumping to straight up firing people, you should be trying to have a conversation and sitting everybody down to see if you can find a compromise. So you need to be advising the left and wokeism to try and help the left get rid of this sort of this woke type of authoritarian type mentality, because ultimately it's preventing support for the left. So if you're a centrist, you want both sides to be as pure as possible. You want to actually help both sides. So as a centrist, you're meant to critique both sides to make them better, to help both sides fix their flaws. Because if you actually help them to fix the flaws, then that means less corruption and less neglect and less mistakes being committed on both sides. This is the way how you should go up. This is your approach of how it should be if you want to follow true centrist philosophy. And one of the rules you remember is you gotta avoid using buzzwords, because when it comes to persuading people you disagree with, that you're having an argument with in practically all argument situations, is you can't be condescending, you can't be using buzzwords, you can't also be bombarding them with facts. But anyway, this is the goal of true centrism. If you're going to attack, this so-called this kind of authoritarian behaviour happening in schools, you should want to actually help them, sort that stuff out, have more conversations instead of being quick to judgment and being, the neutral term, or being reactionary leftists, because you're trying to help them, you're trying to help maintain support for the left, to try and help the left better to fix their flaws and help fix the flaws in education and things like that. That's the video. Thank you so much if you got this far. Please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe if you want to see more content from the Pioneer True Centrism show. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Bye.